CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the Realm of Vasten. So, we are currently over here in the hamlet because I have a little bit of work to do. We've got signs. Yes, we have signs. So, I haven't done anything in terms of like the interiors or anything like that over in that area. But we did end up with some suggestions for names, and so I want to go ahead and add those. So welcome to, and then the name of the little hamlet here is going to be Corderia. Corderia. And so we have welcome to Corderia Inn. So definitely huge thanks to It's Atheros who ended up giving us that name. So definitely happy with that one. So now we actually have a name for this hamlet. So we have Salea, which is our, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to. We have our main city over there, which is Salea, and then over here, this is going to be Corderia. So it actually kind of works out. We got two S's, so one is, one is hard and one is soft. But, hey, that is all right. So then over here, I'm going to put this here, and then we're going to go welcome to the Dirty B and B. There we go. Welcome to the Dirty B&B. So huge thanks to the Hooded Mask who ended up giving that suggestion. I couldn't resist it. The Dirty B&B. I mean, come on. We've got a dirt hut here. We're gonna call it the Dirty B&B. Granted, I need to go back and add in some of the some like equipment and stuff for that. So that anybody can come through and kind of pick up some gear if they need it on their long trek to Salea. And then the other suggestion from the Hooded Mask was to add in like an extra, because I think it was that house there, another floor, because I completely forgot about the children. I added a school for the children, but there's no place for the children to sleep. So that is one of the things. And then hold on, let me go ahead and add some more here. Let's fix it. Yeah, we've got his camera account on right now. But yeah, so we had those wonderful suggestions, and I figured at the beginning of this episode I would go ahead and implement it. Now, what I want to do is I want to take you guys over to the Dragon Cave. I was gonna say if I could fly. Apparently I needed a cold bath before I started. But let's go ahead and head towards the Dragon Cave, because I have done a little bit of work in there. Granted, I have found that the back end of the dragon has been giving a little bit of fits. But I think with that, I might end up waiting until I add the legs to it before I finalize any kind of the angles and stuff over there. But I've been working on that, and I've also been working on the cave. Come on, eat. Catch up, server. Well, really, catch up my computer. Alright, we're, oh, oh, you gotta love internet connections. Alright, so, this is what I have been working on. So, I ended up doing a little bit of the dragon on the end here. Started kind of working with the actual tail. Granted, up close, it doesn't look all that great. And then, like I said, the tail end has been giving me some fits. So, it's just gonna sit like that for now. That's all right. So, I've also been coming over here and working a little bit on where the wall is gonna be. Because I wanted to wait until I had actually put in the dragon, at least for the most part, so I could kind of gauge where the bottom of this wall could go. And I've actually, I've been working all, up that way a little bit, but there's still, a lot to do. And then if we actually come up here, yeah, Mar and I have both been getting rather lost on the server, so but yeah, so over here, because since we have made it all the way up here, I didn't show the flat area in the last episode, so I got all this up here, all the way up to the ravine over here. And then this right here leads to the back end where I'm actually going to be digging out. So this section is going to be 20 blocks tall, so you can just barely see the top there. But yeah, so I need to dig out about 20 blocks up and then 100 blocks side to side. So that is going to be the next big dig. And then that'll allow us to get into, because this is going to be the hot part of the cave, and then that is going to be the cold part of the cave. And then, you know, once I get it dug out, I can kind of, you know, gauge where some of the features could end up being. So I'm going to be digging out from that side all the way to that wall, all the way over there, and then, you know, 20 blocks up. And then I think it was to the, yeah, to that pole where the ladder is. So that is what I have been working on so far. What I wanted to do too is I wanted to explain to you guys, since, you know, you guys seem to appreciate, whoa, it grew up into me and caused me to fall down. Lovely. I wanted to grab some of these stone over here and show you guys what it is, you know, how I am doing the sides here. So let's go ahead and grab this and we can hop our way over here. So you guys could probably get a general idea of what I was doing based on what you could see on the sides here. This is, you know, all random. Basically what I do is I come over here and it's like, okay, so I'm going to put 2 there. Let's go ahead and do 3 here. We'll come over here and maybe do 1. And then let's come up here. Oh, that elytra is getting in the way. And then we can, let's bring that one up there. And then, you know, just going around. Oh my gosh, the elytra is giving me fits. Okay, there we go. We'll take that off. And then, you know, just basically going around and adding in, you know, different heights and stuff within it. And I can't reach that from here. There we go. So that way, you know, you don't have any, you know, any specific heights, any pattern or anything like that. And that's, you know, that's what kind of adds to the, you know, to the randomness. Granted, my biggest thing is going to be just lighting. And so as you can see, I mean, you got different, you know, different layers and all of that go through there. And, you know, that's how you end up getting, if we come over here, that's how you end up getting like this, you know, this little mountain and stuff here. And this was all, I was just, you know, building up, not necessarily, you know, any kind of pattern or anything like that. I mean, granted, it did end up with a little bit more of a pattern as, you know, we got closer to the lava fall here. But let's go ahead and come over here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. But yeah, because, you know, where the lava had gone in and, like, wore away the stone, it did end up in a little bit more of a pattern just for, you know, just for a simple fact that, I mean, we needed to carve that out. And it, you know, needed to be that straight line because the lava fall is coming, you know, straight down. But with the, you know, with the other ones, that I'm not even going to look at that. That ended up horrible. I was trying to go too tall with it, and, you know, and that's one of the things that you guys need to consider too when you're doing this. That sometimes height can be against you. Because this ended up, you know, because I was trying to fill up so much space, I ended up with so much flat stuff. So I'm probably just going to tear out this entire section of wall and just redo it. And then probably what I'll do is I'll have the wall curve a little bit more here. That way I don't have, you know, I'm not having this huge gap. Or even one of the things that I can do is actually carve into the wall. So, you know, I think that's what, you know, what I'm going to do is, you know, get rid of all of this and then continue using the same methods that I'm using over here in order to get the randomness, and then carve into the wall some, and then more curve with the ceiling. And then I'm definitely not looking forward to the amount of scaffolding that I'm going to have to do in order to do the ceilings up there. But hey, you know, we're gonna get this done. And if it takes, you know, a bazillion and one scaffolding, you know, blocks, so probably dirt or something along those lines, then, you know, so be it. But yeah, so that is what I am, you know, currently working on. So I'm going to get to work more on these walls, and then once I get some more progress done, then I will bring you guys back. Alright guys, so slight change in plans. I decided to go digging. So as I was working on the walls down here, I came to the realization that I don't know where this wall is going. And so it's like, I kind of have to do the dig if I'm actually going to know where I'm going to be going with these. And so I decided to come up here and actually start, doing some of the dig. I mean, granted, I'll probably be going back and forth in between the walls and, up here. As this is, this is going to, definitely take a little bit of time in order to dig out. But as you can see, we are going all the way over there. I've just dug out the first 2 layers. For one, to just kind of get an idea of what I am working with, and I am super happy with what I found. Because in this section, we actually have, as you can see, we've got some sunlight coming in here. We have this area which is actually open. And so this means that my job got a whole lot easier. Because in the cold section, in the ice section, I was actually going to have an area that was, basically, caved in and, with ice and stuff coming down. And so this makes it a whole lot easier because it's already here, which is fantastic. So if we come, let's see, what would be a good, no falling down the cave. Yeah, right here. Let's go ahead and pillar up here. Well, maybe. As I hit my head. Yeah, we'll pillar all the way up. And that way you guys can kind of see what's going on. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, this was like a riverbed, or what would have been a riverbed had it actually, spawned in a little bit lower. But this, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to expand out the hole a little bit. In fact, I might end up, well, for one, get rid of that floating island there, but get rid of part of this hill and actually have it look like, it really collapsed. And then have the river that's over here possibly, in fact, I don't even know if that's, like, yeah, okay, it looks like the river actually extends over there. Let's head over here. Let's head over here and do a little bit of talking and planning at the same time. Yeah, so it looks like the river comes over here. It went that way, and then it comes around here. So what I'm probably going to do is expand this out and have the river fall down into the actual cave. So it looks like, the cave fell, the cave caved in. There we go. The cave caved in, and then the water, because it had no place else to go other than down, went into the cave. And so I will probably get some ice and stuff and turn the river into, full ice. That way, we could end up creating a nice, cool little ice waterfall that's coming down. And then I also wanted to do, some like little branches of, like ice and snow just kind of coming down into it. So this is actually going to give us a pretty decent sized area that we could end up working with. Because, yeah, as you can see, it goes, over here. And so we can end up collapsing, because I think this is the hill that I was talking about. But we can collapse in this entire area. And then, oh dear. Alright, well, I apologize if you guys ended up hearing that. Somebody just apparently decided to go racing by my house in a really loud vehicle. Yeah. But, yeah, so, we can end up expanding this out, let it fall in. And then, this could actually be the area where the dragon can actually go out. Because I was thinking about it, and where the original entrance is, it's going to take a lot to bring, wrap that around and bring it into, this at the size that the dragon is. And so I was thinking about it, and, especially after finding this here, I think this is the way that the dragon is going to get in order to get down into the, the hotter part of the caves. And then the other one, I think I'm going to end up doing as like a smaller entrance, one where, pedestrians can actually come in, whereas this is going to be a giant hole. I mean, you could fall down the hole if you really want to, but you're going to be falling, this length plus another, like 18 blocks. So it's gonna hurt a little bit. But yeah, so that is the plans for this area here. Definitely can't wait to actually get this all dug out. And of course, Fix is probably, going to be looking at me going, Mantis, when are you going to stop digging? So, but yeah, so this is the last section of the dig, other than some, minor stuff, like actually getting that cool entrance to, come down into this area. And then, yeah. So, I am going to continue working on this off camera. As, yeah, it's going to take a little while to dig that out. Granted, not as long as it did to take this. Because this is a smaller section, and it's also not quite as tall as what this is, this is, because this was 30 blocks, whereas up there it's only going to be 20. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. It definitely helps out the channel, and it's always nice to see new faces in my little corner of YouTube. And if you want to be notified as to when I put out additional content, then definitely hit that notification bell. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.